Welcome to Trump Breaking News Network, your daily source for up-to-date news on the political scene of Donald Trump, his presidency, American politics and conspiracies. Please subscribe to receive notice of our daily updates. Also share with your friends and your social media. We encourage you to like our videos and give your comments.
This is TBNN.
Wrong again. Dems who believed Trump would be slaughtered by Hillary Clinton now predicting major party gains in 2018. You've got to hand it to Democrats. They are eternally optimistic about their election opportunities next year, and they really do believe they're set for a major sweep of both the House and the Senate in the age of President Donald J. Trump. There's just one problem with that line of thinking: it's as delusional as it was to believe the most corrupt, criminally investigated presidential candidate in the history of the Republic was going to defeat Trump in the first place. That's what former House Speaker Newt Gingrich thinks anyway, and frankly, I'd have to agree with him. Instead of a Democratic landslide next year, he sees a Republican landslide instead and says the stage for that phenomenon is already being set. The great political surprise of 2018 will be the size of the Republican victory, the former Republican House Speaker wrote in a recent column, as reported by the Washington Times. After members of the elite media have spent 2 years savaging President Trump, lying about Republican legislation, and reassuring themselves that Republican defeat was inevitable, the size of the GOP victory in 2018 will be an enormous shock. For a review, the mainstream media and all of its polling organs had Clinton well ahead of Trump in the final weeks of the campaign. In fact, some outlets, including MSNBC and CNN in particular, were falling all over themselves with glee and trying to figure out whether Clinton would win, but by how much. They had Clinton ahead by double digits in August and September, only tempering, hedging their estimates in the final weeks of the campaign. But nearly to a survey, all had Clinton comfortably ahead. And, as we now know, all of them were wrong. Gingrich sees similar overconfidence within Democratic and anti-Trump ranks today, as well. What's more, Democrats are not being helped by the disgustingly dishonest establishment media, which is decidedly in the tank for their party. Related, 6 biggest mainstream media fails and cringeworthy moments of 2017. As the former speaker notes, the media has spread so much fake news regarding Trump's accomplishments and his agenda, lies that cannot be covered up forever because Americans will soon realize how big the lies were. Take the recently passed tax cut legislation, which the establishment press has repeatedly said would raise taxes on most Americans while lowering them only for big corporations. Next year, Gingrich wrote, will be the proving ground of media liberal bias and dishonesty. First, the media lied about the tax bill in an effort to convince most Americans their taxes would go up, he wrote. Then, the media took surveys of people who opposed the GOP bill based on the false information supplied by the media. Then, the media talked again and again about how unpopular the Republican plan was and how it was going to weaken Republican candidates in 2018, he continued. Then, the bill passed, and unsurprisingly, it turned out to be dramatically better for Americans than the elite media had described. Gingrich accurately noted that most media outlets purposely misrepresented the plan in order to create a negative public opinion of it, which was echoed by elected Democrats. The gap between the news media falsehoods and the dramatically better reality of the GOP tax cuts will have 3 huge effects on the 2018 campaign, Gingrich predicted. Voters will be influenced by the Republican Party's ability to follow through on campaign promises. More people than ever will come to distrust the mainstream media after comparing their personal experiences with fake reporting and endless bias. Democrats who voted against the bill will live to regret it while facing big upsets in states Trump won last year. If Republicans can learn to tell the truth better than the elite media and Democrats lie, the GOP will win an astonishing victory in 2018, he concluded.
This has been the Trump Breaking News Network. Please subscribe and share to stay up to date on the latest news about our president. Be informed.